My name is Jim Regal, and I'm here as a representative of our elder board to share with you a long-awaited report on the project that we have next door. I've been an elder for 3.5 years, and during that time, the elder board has struggled to discern how God would have us use the building. But awaiting guidance on how to complete the job has been an even more difficult task. In the past 3 years, we have received 4 bids from 4 different contractors on the project, and all of the bids to do the work were between $1.8 and $2.2 million. We have already invested a little less than $2 million in this building. And we feel that we're not being good stewards if we do nothing to move the project to completion so that it could be used to share the good news and build the kingdom. We have also spoken with a number of lending institutions who've expressed an interest in giving us a mortgage. The difficulty is, as you might imagine, mortgage payments on a $2 million loan are unreasonable. But we finally have some good news. We recently found a contractor that was willing to work with us to see what could be done to lower the cost of the project itself. A member of our congregation and building committee, who also just happens to be a professional builder, was able to work with a contractor to shave a little over $500,000, $500,000 off of our lowest bid. So now we have a bid in hand to get us into this building for just under $1.3 million. It's still substantial, but the building committee and the elder board are thrilled, absolutely thrilled with the prospect of completing the project. And we believe we can afford it. How? We currently have 2 sources of income outside the church operating budget that together should cover the monthly mortgage payments. These are listed in your insert. The church has an endowment of approximately $1.3 million given by Harold and Betty Pontius. However, that endowment stipulates that only the interest and dividends from these funds can be used. The principal must remain in the fund. The good news is that that fund generates an average of $3,200 per month for our church. The other income source in the building fund is the building fund contributions that come from faithful members of our congregation. When I first discovered this number, I was moved. Despite all that we've gone through, we still have people who have pledged and are giving to the project that's not completed over $3,500 per month. We're waiting at this point for some final numbers from the Wesleyan Financial Group, who's agreed to help us finance the project. We hope to have those figures in the next week so we can share this information in these small group meetings. If all goes well, we hope to bring a proposal to the congregation in a formal business meeting on January the 21st for a vote. In the meantime, we want you to come to one or more of the meetings that are printed in the bulletin insert, and we want you to pray. Pray for 3 things, please. First and foremost, that as a community of faith, we respond with courage and faith to His will and His will alone, not the will of man or woman. Second, that we pray for unity of spirit in our community so we can all agree on what God is calling us to do here. And third, pray for God to direct you in your own spiritual life as you personally respond to this opportunity and this challenge. And now let me introduce my good friend, who I have known for almost 60 years, who grew up with me in Meridian, Mississippi, and then here in Florida, Brother Greg Joyner.
So, first of all, I want to say about the building is that we have severed ties with the original contractor that built what we have to date out there. So we don't have any relationship with them anymore. Again, as Jim said, over the past several years and through the last 6 months, we've had several different bids from contractors came in, and they all came in around the $2 million mark. Between the elders, the finance committee, and the building team, we felt we needed to be around 1.3, 1.4 in order for the church to move forward with the construction. At that point, when we come up with that number, we went back to one of the contractors by the name of Canco. I've had a relationship with them over the past 10 years through Central Florida. I've worked with them since around 2000, and their main kind of construction is doing churches. They love that type of work. They love working with the churches and helping them get what they need. In order for us to get to that 1.3 number, we had to get rid of some stuff that was in the original plans. So if you look at your insert, you see an elevation shot. We're going to get these elevations and floor plans put on a big poster board out in the dock later, but for right now you have them in your insert. On the exterior elevation, we had to get rid of some canopies that were on the face of the building. They made the building look great, made it look nice, but they were really non-functional. They didn't do a whole lot. There was some sidewalks that were under them, but they really led nowhere. So we got rid of those canopies, which helped a lot on getting the price down. We also, on the first floor layout, we had to get rid of the kitchen equipment. The plumbing, electrical, everything would still be there for us to come back and put that in later. That's something that we can add later on if we get the funds available. Also, the gym flooring, we had to delete that in order to get the number down. So for right now, we've just got concrete floors, but it's still functional. We can still go in and use it and do things in there that we need to do. Another thing that we deleted was some walls on the second floor. So now when you walk in there in the building, you'll still see a finished building. You go upstairs, it's just going to be one big wide open room, but it'll be finished. There'll be ceilings in it, there'll be walls there, but it's just going to be one big wide open room. That's basically the things that we got rid of in order to get the number to where we needed to be. So it still allows us to get in the building and do multiple ministries with that building. We've met with Canco several times. We've met with the building department. We've talked with them. We've talked with the civil engineers because we still have civil engineering that we have to do. We've talked with the architect. So as to date, with our bid that we got in from Canco, our bid came in just above 1.1. With the civil engineering that we still have to do, we plugged some money in there. We had to get new permitting. We got some impact fees. We're going to have to draw new plans. We've got some additional site work that's we're going to have to put some handicap parking in out there. And then we've also added some contingency for the unknowns that always come up in construction. You always have others that come up. And so we've got some contingency money put in there for that. With all that brings us into the 1.299 figure, which is just below our goal that we feel like we need to be at. So we feel like this is our best opportunity to get into the building with that number. Again, I've been in the market here in Florida, in Central Florida, since 2000. I've been in the business for 40 years now. commercial construction. I'm not an expert, but I've been around it, been in the subcontracting field for 40 years. Back in 2000, between 2000 and 2006, 2007, things were great, moving pretty good. Economy was good, and a lot of building going on, and then all of a sudden, 2008, things took a dive and got pretty bad for a while. Well, now we're back into that side where back in like we were in 2000, 2005, when things were really popping. There's a lot of work going on right now. Wages are picking up in the construction industry. So if we don't do this now, we've got a great price that came in at that 1.2. So we feel like if we don't get it now, we may not get that price again. So we feel like this is the best time we have. So we hope you understand all this. We hope you also understand that we're giving you plenty of time to ask questions. We've got the meetings set, so please be at those meetings and ask any questions that you have. We want to be open as much as we can with what the information that we have. So we want you to be on board. We hope you vote yes with us when the vote comes up in January. Thank you.
My prayer for us is that we will have the courage to respond to God's call. Thank you for your time.